Welcome to e-Learning Today TV. Today is Friday, August 6, 2010, our 21st episode. We're legal now.
Nice.
And we're coming to you from the Learning Today office in sunny South Florida. I'm Lauren Grossberg.
And I'm Andy Keenum.
And we're here to bring you the latest in educational technology and e-learning straight from our blog. If you're not following us on Twitter, I'm at LG Educator.
And I'm at A. Keenum.
And be sure to check out our website for free teacher and educator resources. Do you have any exciting news?
Our show hit 5,000 views.
That's exciting.
Yes, and our Stories for Kids, which is on iTunes and TeacherTube, hit over 200,000 views, so definitely check it out.
All right.
Thanks for those of you who are watching.
All right. Starting with our School of the Week, Feature of the Week. This story, it's an organization called Rosie's Garage, and it actually started this lady named Rosie Espinoza. She moved back to her original neighborhood where she was born in California, and she moved back with her family, and she noticed that there was a lot of like gang activity and kids weren't going to school, and it just wasn't really a good environment. So what she did is she actually opened her garage. So after school she would have the kids in the neighborhood come to her garage. She had free tutoring services, and she would give them like, drinks and cookies and stuff like that. And after a while it started growing, and all these kids in the neighborhood would go there after school. There was some studies done, and their writing abilities went up 2.1 grade levels, and their math skills went up 2.9 grade levels. And it just started progressing, and recently she's opened another establishment in the neighborhood. There's computer labs now. She's been featured on CBS. Oprah's featured her. I actually saw it in the People magazine. That's where I saw it. So nationally recognized, and it's just really taking off, and it's making it a safe place for kids to go and stay out of the streets. And so
That's really awesome.
yeah.
Oh. No, I wanted to do something like that before, but I wanted it to be like science and arty,
Yeah.
like mix them together.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they have every subject.
That's so cool.
They have like a big staff now, so it's growing. So, okay, watch and learn. This video, I did something similar to this a while back, but it's called "Ordinary People Doing Extraordinary Things," and what it is basically, it's just a nice inspirational video for really teachers or students, and it's just showing these famous success stories of today that all these people did when they were just ordinary people like you and me. And some of the really cool ones there were like the author of the Harry Potter books, J.K. Rowling, who was just a single mom. She was on welfare, and she was just writing whenever she could, and eventually her stories obviously got published, and now she's doing fine.
More than fine.
Yeah. And some other stories like how Michael Jordan didn't make one of the cuts for his basketball team, and obviously went on to win 6 world championships actually. So pretty much just, I think it's a good video to show students either the beginning of the year, end of the year, or if they're maybe struggling or falling back behind.
To believe in themselves, never give up.
Yeah.
That's cool. Teach this week. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about video conferencing in the classroom, specifically using Skype, which if you don't know what that is, it's a free service that you can use to video conference. So you can do audio, video calls, and it also has instant messaging. And the free account actually lets you do video conferencing with up to 9 people at once.
Yeah.
So I want to talk a little bit about some ways that you can use this in your classroom. The first way, and the way that I wrote about in the blog, is to interview authors. Maybe you're doing an author study and you want to learn what the author was really thinking or what the author really like. Your kids can come up with interview questions, interview authors, astronauts, any amazing individuals that your kids really want to learn about, or that you think they need to know. Yeah.
You do it while they're in space.
NASA has some things that they do with Skype in the classroom. Yeah, you have to check out NASA's
While they're
website.
in space?
I don't know if they go that far, maybe. I know that this one teacher interviewed an astronaut, and they got to explore like the spacecraft and stuff. And yeah, it was really cool. I can't remember if it was in space. I have to check it out. But okay, you can collaborate with other classrooms across the world or businesses and do multicultural or multidisciplinary projects. You can explore really anything: museums, history museums, volcanoes, rainforests, anything in virtual field trips. Or maybe your kids are going on a field trip and they want to, show their community to people across the world. They can do that too using Skype. You can practice your language skills, conversational language skills. You can provide additional support. There's one teacher online that described they had a chronically ill student that couldn't be present for classroom discussions or just any of the learning experiences, and she would Skype. The class would Skype with the student, and it was a way to keep that connection and also continue tutoring that student. You can invite guest lecturers from leading experts all over the world, broadcast performances from or projects from your classroom to parents at home. Maybe parents are really busy and you could video conference with them. The possibilities are endless. There's a list of over 10 ways that you can use Skype in your classroom on the blog. But one thing that a lot of teachers say is, how do I connect with other teachers or classrooms, or how do I connect with these experts? And there's actually 3 ways that you can do that. The first way is they're called like online Skype communities. There's Skype names, all sorts of things like that. If you check out the blog, the links are there for all those things. There are actual global Skype projects, so
Wow.
you can work with other classrooms across the world on projects that will help build your students' global citizenship and also really get them motivated to make change in their community and also across the world. Another way is educational directories. There's 2 that I listed on the blog that you can actually list your username and say what your class is interested in doing and see if you can find a match there, or you can search the directories for a match for yourself. One last thing, if you're going to do Skype, use Skype in your classroom. There's a few tools that might help you with the collaboration type of stuff that you might do. Check out Twidla. It is an online real-time brainstorming type of place that your kids can use to brainstorm with other kids across the world. Google Docs for sharing files, editing files at the same time in real time. Flickr for sharing photos that might make the experience more real for your kids. Blogs for reflecting your learning experience afterwards, and Twitter for continuing the conversation. And also maybe setting up a back channel during interviews and things like that. So check out the blog for all the links for that.
Okay. And e-freebies. I found some spelling, grammar, literacy, whatever you want to call them, games. And there's 5 resources that I found that were great. The first one's called Word World, and it's from PBS Kids, and this has a lot of like fun games. It has like these animal characters that are really like interactive. You can do stuff like skateboarding and like stuff in the kitchen, and spelling out the words as they go. So it's a really cool site. iBoard has over 100 activities, literacy activities, and they're really also really great graphics that you could just play as a computer game or for a whiteboard or a smartboard. So that one's good for that.
The spelling?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There's all different types of literacy. There's actually also history and geography and other stuff like that,
Oh,
but
cool.
mainly is literacy ones. Alien Scavenger Hunt is a fun, it's like a very cartoon-like game, and I was playing it before. I had to practice my spelling.
Nice.
There's lots of like weird alien sounds that like really will get the kids. It says the word and then you have to like catch the letters as they fall. It's a really fun game for kids and me, I guess. And then there's Spin and Spell, which is like kind of like a Wheel of Fortune looking game. And you get to choose from a bunch of categories, and there's pictures pop up, and you click on one of the pictures, and then they'll say the word, and then you have to spin the wheel to get the letters. So another fun game. And finally, Photo Munchers, which comes from Flickr, and it reminds me of Pac-Man because it gives you like a vocab word, and then all these pictures come up, and you have to like move. You have to use the keys, and you move the little like munching monster guy to munch the pictures that describe the word.
That's cool.
And then once you get them all, you get to the next level. So, fun games to spell.
Nice. So, what do you know?
I know that YouTube is now the 2nd largest search engine in the world,
That's so awesome.
which is crazy. But I actually do use it for a lot, and I don't realize it.
Yeah, I use it every time. Because, well, and I was saying this earlier, like with Google, you have to read. But with YouTube, you can do, it translates to you. You can just watch it, and it's a lot easier. So.
What do you know?
1 in 8 couples that got married in 2009 met online on social media sites in 2000. Oh, I said 2009. Met online on social media sites.
That's great.
I met my partner in Second Life, so I know it's true. Isn't that crazy, though? I mean, the world is really changing. So, if you like our show, please give us 5 stars in iTunes, and don't forget to follow us on Twitter. I'm at Akina.
I'm an LG educator.
See you later.